Adam Warlock versus Ronan. Both these characters have bested the Guardians, or are capable of besting the Guardians in a full-on out battle. So I figured why not put them against each other and determine who wins if they were to verse each other in an all-out battle. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below on any thoughts you have about this video. Now let us begin by going through the different categories to help us properly determine the victor. We'll start with the category of physical strength. Who's stronger between these two characters? Well, in my personal opinion, I'll be giving that to Adam Warlock. The reason why I'm giving that to Adam Warlock is because though Ronan did easily destroy and defeat Drax, he was pushing him back, throwing him around. He was definitely physically stronger than the physical strength levels of Drax, but at the end of the day, Drax has taken a lot of different attacks from a variety of different characters, and Ronan did slightly make him bleed, but not at all at the same level as Adam Warlock had made Drax bleed. Adam Warlock made Drax bleed so much. He destroyed Drax, and Drax is the same person who has taken blows from so many different characters throughout his entire MCU run, and this was the first time we've actually even seen him bleed this much. He's taken blows from the Mad Titan Thanos himself, and Drax didn't even bleed from those attacks. Yet Adam Warlock pounded him and made him bleed so much. Ronan's physical strength is definitely above the physical strength levels of Drax, but the reason why I'm really giving this to Adam Warlock is because though Ronan might have pushed Drax away and thrown him away, those on actual feats determining his physical strength or placing his physical strength to be so much greater than Drax, because I feel like almost most of the superhuman characters or above superhuman level characters can more or less do feats like that, where they just more or less push people away or throw them away. It's not a supreme feat of physical strength. That's why I can't truly say he's that far above the physical strength levels of Drax, because he's just more or less throwing away a person who's just incredibly buff. And that is something most superhuman characters in the MCU can do. Adam Warlock, on the other hand, can't do this, and on top of that makes Drax bleed so much, whilst Ronan did make him kind of bleed, but nowhere close to the levels of Adam Warlock. So in terms of physical strength, Adam Warlock is the victor. Then in terms of speed, you can't really be sure who you actually put in here in terms of speed. You can, in close-up combat speed, you can say they are more or less on the same par. And then in terms of movement and flying speed, obviously you're giving it to Adam Warlock, given that his flying speed is quite remarkable, and Ronan can't even really fly. And then in terms of durability, I am actually giving it to Ronan, given that Ronan was actually capable of taking on quite a few blows from Drax, and he had literally no reaction to them. That proves his levels of durability to be quite remarkable. Adam Warlock, on the other hand, is incredibly durable, but I don't believe he's at the same levels of durability as Ronan. So in terms of durability, I'm giving it to Ronan. Now in terms of hand-to-hand combat, who is a superior martial artist? Well, I believe that is obviously going to be Ronan. He's older, he's more experienced, he's been fighting in a lot of different battles for a very long time. He has been trained in combat, and he is easily a superior martial artist, because Ronan was easily a better martial artist than even Drax. That's one of the real reasons I believe he actually bested Drax. It's not because of his strength, his speed, or his durability. I believe is primarily because of his martial arts skills and experience. Now finally, we're getting to power. Who has superior power? Well, on one hand you got Adam Warlock's blast and his flames or light attacks, and on the other hand you have Ronan, who by himself doesn't really have any powers, any superpowers, but with the Power Stone, then it's a completely different situation. The Power Stone is actually quite hard. It's very hard to actually determine, given the things we have actually seen of the Power Stone, seen what it can actually do. In the appropriate hands, the Power Stone can destroy an entire planet. It can knock out Captain Marvel. It can destroy Iron Man's suit. It can kind of destroy a moon, possibly even. I mean, the Power Stone is incredibly powerful, and I don't believe Adam Warlock's light manipulative abilities, his light energy attacks, can really overpower the power of the actual Power Stone. I believe the Power Stone's power is greater than Adam Warlock's abilities and his light attacks. So in terms of power with the Power Stone, it definitely has superior power. Now, in an actual all-out battle, who is the victor? Well, I'll be honest, it's a bit hard to determine. See, in terms of physical strength, Adam Warlock is greater. In terms of speed, they're more or less in par, with Adam Warlock slightly being greater. In terms of durability, Ronan is greater, and in terms of martial arts, Ronan is also greater. And so on the state, to some regard, you can kind of put them on par with one another. But then in terms of power, things kind of shift. If Ronan doesn't have the hammer, and the Power Stone, then he is at a massive disadvantage, and he's definitely losing the battle against Adam Warlock, given that though his martial arts will definitely assist him in the battle and his levels of durability, ultimately Adam Warlock's strength, his durability and his powers would obviously overwhelm Ronan and would most likely lead to Ronan's defeat. But with the Power Stone, Ronan is a completely different character with a new level of power that can allow him to possibly beat Adam Warlock, given that I don't believe Adam Warlock can last very long when faced with the full force of the Power Stone, given the amount of power and the feats we have seen the Power Stone actually do. Ronan could have easily killed the Guardians in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie if he truly wanted to, if he just went straight for it, because the Power Stone has knocked out bloody Captain Marvel. I mean, that's something else in total. It has hurt Thanos, it has hurt Thor, the God of Thunder, it has done so many powerful things. So with the Power Stone, I do believe Ronan is capable of actually besting Adam Warlock, but without it, Adam Warlock is definitely the victor. See, I really made this video to kind of give y'all more or less an understanding of the actual power of Ronan. That's why I kind of put him up against Adam Warlock, because I already explained the power levels of Adam Warlock and how powerful he is. Ronan is actually a very, very powerful character, and he's quite underrated in my opinion. His levels of power are incredible. His strength, his speed, his durability, his martial arts, and his abilities with the actual Power Stone are so great and so grand. People don't really pay much attention to it, and they really should. So anyway, getting back to the main topic, the victor of this battle, if Ronan doesn't have the Power Stone, is easily Adam Warlock, but with the Power Stone, it's most likely going to be Ronan. Anyway, people have a few comments and thoughts about what I just said. I have a few comments and thoughts about what I've just said, but nonetheless, that's all I've got for you today. This is MC Info with another MC Clash. I'm out.